American politics is convoluted. Now, British politics is no better. But here's the thing: I've done a video recently saying that it's not a clear thing with this election, and by that I mean Biden might be the favoured between them. More people are likely going to vote for Biden because more people voted for Hillary, but it's not enough for just more people to vote for Biden. They have the electoral college working against them, and I think it's something like 3 million people more. No, hang on. Either 3 to 6 million people voted for Hillary more than voted for Trump, but Trump still won. I mean, that shows a massive problem, and it's not like the UK. You know, no one in Dover voted for Boris Johnson. I don't care about the Boris bitches. None of you fuckers voted for Boris. You voted for Natalie Elfrich, who sold you out on every single level. That's who you voted for. But in the US, they are voting for Trump or Biden. And again, 3 to 6 million is a massive margin. That's insane. But I don't want to rehash that. I want to go through the new tactics that has been reported that Trump is going to use. Now, he's already said that he doesn't want to count the ballots. He's already been through this, and a lot of the media are failing because they're either not reporting it or they're palming off, oh, he's joking. No, he's not joking. This son of a bitch doesn't have a sense of humour. I mean, seriously, have you actually seen him laugh? He does a little smirk thing. That's it. I don't think this man is capable of laughing. But even if he was, he's not saying these things as a joke. He's saying them to see if people will actually respond well to them. Because if they do, done. He'll do it straight away. Because that's the kind of see you next Tuesday he is. Look at me, avoiding swearing. I've grown as a human. Anyway, so one of these tricks is we use Florida as an example, because the governor of Florida is a massive Trump suck up. He ran his campaign as, I love Trump. Oh, give me Trump semen. That's the spineless SOB that he is. So the new tactic that Trump is very likely to employ is, say for example, Florida actually votes for Biden. Not just more people, but the actual electoral college that tallies for Biden. Trump will then send in a select group of people, very small handful of people, to reevaluate the electoral vote. The governor, being such a pathetic, slimy suck-up, will absolutely allow this. And then, oh shit, well, what do you know? The electoral college was wrong before. But now it says Trump, so now it's right. The problem with this one is it's not actually illegal. It's actually in the US Constitution. That's allowed by the US law, which goes to show really how silly some of the rules are, and it's why we have to constantly change rules. Because some of them, it's like when I talk to a Boris bitch about how awful Boris Johnson is. Like some people live in this fantasy world where politicians never lie. We're not there. We're not there at all. Which is why I keep saying, if a politician lies once, they should get a year's salary taken away from them. I mean, Boris would end up paying a lot of that money he's just given away back into the country. And I think we could definitely use it. But that's just one tactic. Then we have the Trump cultists, and they are cultists at this point, who are already flooding around ballot stations, chanting Trump and intimidating people. But then we also have people who are officially working with the Trump campaign, who are armed, who are going to be at these ballot boxes. And we've seen this a lot over the last few years, not just with Trump, but before Trump, of right-wingers showing up at polling stations with guns, intimidating people to make sure that they vote how the right wing want them to vote. And this is before we get into the QAnon batshit crazy people that need to be locked up. This is before we address the shitstorm of grotesque indecency and lies that Facebook propagates. These are just the fuck-knuckles who clearly have disabilities and need to make themselves feel big. So, last year I would have said Trump will not win a second term. But then the pathetic, cowardly, spineless, fuck-knuckle Democrats rallied behind Joe Biden. Now well, let's just say I'm glad I'm not a gambling man.